I'm here with Virginia Tech coach Brent Pry. Brent, last year 3-8, not I'm sure where you would like to be, but a lot of growth. When you start spring practice this year, how much different do you think things look? How much does it feel different just in terms of the foundation that you were able to establish last year?
Yeah, I think foundation is the right word. Culturally, schematically, staff, operations, all of it. We're a whole year into this thing now. The coaches, the players, the standards, and the expectations are better understood. And then from just a roster enhancement, we've really added additional pieces to the roster that are impactful from a talent standpoint, adding competition to each room. We're just in a better place. There's less question marks when I go from top to bottom on our roster. We're still young and we still have a ton of work to do, but certainly in a better place.
Well, Grant Wells had some progress again last year, like everybody, but one of the things that he'll have this year is a much deeper and probably better playmaking receiving core. Is that one of the areas that you found has been maybe the most different looking as you've gotten out into spring ball?
Yeah, I think, a lot of people, you want to point the finger at Grant, and there's certainly areas Grant needs to play better and just things as a quarterback at this level that he's doing better already. But also when you can't run the ball, and you can't get open, it's a problem. It makes it tough on the quarterback and not able to protect him like we needed to at times. So there's a lot of things that go into it. But I think our wide receiver room right now, after 5 practices and a winter program, is the most improved. There's roster additions from the transfer portal that will help, from the high school level that will help, and there's guys that have developed in the program that are helping. So I think that room's going to be significantly improved.
Well, one of the guys that was probably the surefire success story out of last year was Mansour Delane coming in as a freshman and really putting in all freshman numbers, all-American numbers as a freshman. How do you see his growth last year, and how does that translate into this year where hopefully you've got a little more depth to surround him with?
Yeah, you're talking about several games where he had to play every snap. That's not healthy for him. That's not healthy for us. I think we've changed that with the additions to the secondary. But Mansour's a guy that's got really just some God-given talents. He is very instinctive. It showed up. We had him at safety. He was banged up through most of camp, couldn't go full. But the playmaking abilities and a knack for the ball, whether it's a ball carrier, the ball's in the air, his tackling ability, the way he approached each and every game, he proved a lot. I will say, and he knows this, there's a ton of room for improvement in our meeting room, on the practice field, areas that he can grow and develop that are only going to enhance his ability, to perform on Saturdays.
So I come home from work the other day, and my daughter is sitting in the living room coloring in her coloring book, and she is singing Enter Sandman, which I did not know she actually knew the words to. So I'm going to put this to you. Is that going to guarantee you an ACC championship?
That your daughter's singing that song?
Seems like a good sign.
I think it means a lot. I tell you what, we've got a new highlight video with the entrance, and when we show that to recruits and their families, everybody in the room, it just is an absolute amazing entrance. We have phenomenal fans here, and us doing a great job showcasing that to recruits and their families. That's what kids want to play in front of. And we have a great atmosphere. I'm so proud of it. And we get this thing rolling and winning a bunch more games in that stadium, it's even going to be more exciting.
Well, you've got at least one more fan of my daughter, and I think
awesome.
A whole lot more coming up. It's great to have the excitement and enthusiasm back in Blacksburg. Brent, thanks for joining us.
Appreciate you, brother.